we have some money on the board. I suppose that's the headline. That's the opener. It could have been more, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Let me run you through the headlines anyway. So, game week 2 is now finished. We're done. This is the dissection, the post-mortem, the post-game week analysis, shall we say. So, there's been 48 betting selections so far. So that's 24 players, 24 bets over 2 weeks. There's been 31 winning selections, and that's an accuracy of 64.58%. So 64.58%. So we're looking at 65%. And 65% is where you really want to be when you want to win money. Anything under 50, you are just throw the towel in and leave. And I mean this on a personal level as well, because we'll be tracking everyone personally. If you have an under half rate, that means you're more wrong than you are right. If you bang on 50, still, you want to just be a percentage point over that. And that's great. Anyway, the headlines. So 11 players still hold on to the 100% record. Now, I get it. It's only been 2 weeks. So I'd say 5 weeks. Let's see who can be undefeated in 5 weeks. And that's when we're going to do the new groups as well. But 5 weeks is definitely when we want to start thinking of genuine form to read. However, some people are picking pretty well. 4 players have 0%. You're shit, but at least you're not on your own. Again, I'm joking. It's only 2 weeks. Every single person in this group will get 2 wrong in a row over the course of the season. Yours just happened to be immediately. Again, at least it wasn't Jim back in 2 seasons ago where he started off 8 wrong in a row. However, though, will any of the 11 who have a 100% record go on to break the record of 17 correct selections in a row? I doubt it, but we'll see. I'll be an optimist. Why not? We got some fantastic betting talent in this group, so we will see. So what we got? So I'll go through bet of the week. The bet of the week. I'll hold bet of the week. Let's have a look at the fucking table. Let's have a look at the table. Right, I'm just getting the table up. Okay. So I said El Chapo. Do you know what? Colombian drug lord, football doesn't go. I'm going to take ChatGPT's original recommendation and just be the gaffer. Or gaffer. Whatever. I don't give a shit. And anyone in the group, you don't have to call me this. This is just as an alias online on YouTube. Please call me by my real name in the group. However, to all you anonymous, lovely people watching on YouTube.com, maybe via thebettingleague.com, I'll be known as Gaffer, and you can see me top of the Christmas tree angel, sparkling at the top, absolutely sparkling. Hoffenheim win or draw, and again that's why I held off on bet of the week, because bet of the week was fucking me. It was fucking me, and look, I don't want to be annoying or horrible or a cunt, because I am all them things. But I will be planning on winning my own league. What sort of gaffer doesn't win his own fucking league? Now, it's down to you pretty pigs and exceptional players to overthrow the gaffer. Now, I'm sure you will. I'm certain. A bet of the week, by the way, was Hoffenheim win or draw. And I said, put a gun to my head and I will tell you Hoffenheim will score. Well, they scored 2. And they rolled a wounded Leverkusen over. Do you know what? But Hoffenheim to win was 4-1. And I still only backed it at... but it looked, the writing was on the wall. Eric Ten Hag is in the mud. We go down. We'll have a look at the top 4 here. So Gary, Liverpool away. Again, I said last week, don't overthink it. I mean, obviously they scored in, the 98th minute? Still, wins a win. It'd already come in anyway because we had 2 up. So they went 2-0 up. And because through our betting partner, we're done. We're done. So even at 2-2, we were laughing. Jarrell as well. that came in very, very clutch at the end. I don't think that was... I think it finished with 3 goals, but I think the third one came in quite late. And then, yeah, OJ, Bournemouth home win. I mean, the Wolves red card really did just dead that off. But again, look at that. That's the top 4. I mean, I could go through the top 11 because it's all fantastic. Now, the bottom 4. I mean, Atalanta home win. Terry, I know that you did pick something else. And you were talked out of picking said pick. And then you went for another pick that didn't come in, but your original pick did come in. That person who talked him out of it wasn't me, just for the record. However, of course, after the first week of not getting any money, the group had to play it safe. You are a casualty to the mix-up. And then what have we got here? Jeffries, Crew, and Gillingham. I think he said during the... I think we're about 80 minutes in, and he said of all of like the league games that are going on, there was only 2 that were goalless. And Crew and Gillingham was one of them. Gillingham did score in the 90th minute, but it was all too late. That's a tough break. 1.4 on the 1.4. That's tough. Terry and Jeffries, you needed to get a win, and you went for the 1.4. You went as low as you could, and luck wasn't on your side. You can't ask for nothing more. Now, Dua and John, you've went a little bit more on the lumpy side. Now, for you 3, I'll expect you not to be going so lumpy on your third. No one wants to be a 3-in-a-row cunt. Well, maybe you do. But I highly doubt it, being the fine gentleman you are. Of course, West Brom home win. Oh, they were leading for so long as well, and it was such a solid bet. Great value on it, but yeah, finished 1-1. So it was close. And then, of course, John with the Fulham Man United 2.5 overs. We'll go more into that, but... oh, yeah. Fernandes scores that pen, and there's a whole world of sliding doors that just fucking opens up. Now, I've got to go through what I'm going to be talking about. So, at this point, I'll say the profit and loss. We now have a red bar. I was bitching that we didn't have a red bar before. It was just blue bar, which is invested with nothing returned. We have now returned money, baby. And we returned £277. Remember, it's £180 we're putting in every week. That's, I think we're up like 90 quid. But it could have been 964, and the table would have looked like this. Jesus Christ. And there you go. When we start looking at that blue bar there, about, where we're tracking. Remember, the blue bar is always going to stay at the same angle because the same amount of money every week's going to be going in. Look at the rocket. That if Erling Haaland scores against Tottenham and Fernandes scores that pen, that's what we would have been looking at. Oh my God. Yeah, crazy. Crazy numbers. Let's take you through the wins, I suppose. Let's do that. So, what we can see here, a lovely little win of £114.66. The win either half of Paddy actually came in. It let him down last time, but it came in this time. And I think they left it quite late. Southend left it quite late. I've never bet on a win either half, but it's worked this time. So far, we've got a 50% hit rate. I'm not against it. It gives like nice, easy odds. And what I like as well about this group is that we're finding ways to achieve that 1.4 threshold that's needed. So fair play to Paddy, and he got his win. Tags, the guy who is the champion, the 24-25 season belt holder, the lineal champ. Mallorca, Celta Vigo left it late, didn't they? They left it late, but they eventually got it. They eventually got that extra goal. I think it did finish with 2 goals. No more than 3 anyway. But again, riding them 1.4 odds. Riding them. Absolutely. Like a horny Jack Russell humping them 1.4s. He's not letting go. And long may that continue, to be honest, as long as he keeps getting those green squares, which is resulting in that cash money. And then we got Arsenal Leeds, Bukayo Saka. Now, Nick did say he wanted goal scorer. Now, arguably, Nick really should have got better the week. I mean, Bukayo Saka was 2.6. Hoffenheim win or draw was 2.5. We didn't go for it. We didn't go. I countervened and said, look, man, like, Bukayo Saka is hardly scoring for Arsenal. Are you crazy, man? We need to win money. This bet would have been considerably more money had it have been left. And I think one thing we've learned is that, do you know what? Whatever you pick, just fucking, you're the expert. You're going to live or die by it. Yeah. So you didn't protest enough. In fact, he did send me, when I told him I'm going to move it to assist or score, dropping his odds down. This is what he sent to me.
I just think I looked at the stats and I think Saka will score, mate. Yeah, his attack threat. Yeah, last game was a flop, but I think he's definitely going to score this game. Yeah, and yeah. If you put a gun to my head, I'll definitely say anytime Saka goal.
Yeah, sorry, mate. Sorry about that, mate. Anyway, the win's the win. And that's all that matters. He went off injured as well, which means that easily could have been a car crash. And then we have Wrexham, Sheffield Wednesday. Wrexham went 2-0 up. It was done and dusted. Well played, Castle. Well fucking played. And then when we're looking at the next winner, we have here. So this one, Marseille to win and both teams to score. Absolutely incredible for 1.6. I think it ended up finishing like 4-2. I'm pretty sure it was like 4-2 or something like that. An absolute banger of a game, and yeah, well, Joe's fucking sniffed the money out, sniffed it out, and absolutely smashed it. I touched on Jarrell earlier because, of course, he's sitting top 4. Joe's also 100%. So, again, don't take top 4 as, like, gospel. If I was copying anyone's bets, just look at the top 11. Just look at them top 11. They're the ones who, at the moment, know what they're doing. Hayden, who, yeah, needed the win. And, actually, we left it to a Monday night showdown. And an emphatic, I think, interdict them 5-0. I think they absolutely destroyed them. Hayden is back. Signed the contract, as Rio would say about Ollie. But he's back, man. That was crazy. And then Kev G, Birmingham, who are just, last season they absolutely breezed it. They're the most expensive squad in League One. But they're in the Championship now. But they are not stopping. And yeah, they've put Oxford United to the sword. 1.4. And again, that's 162. So, they were the two fourfolds that brought in our £277.10. Now, it's very good to be all good, to win that money, but we're still down 23% across both weeks. So we need another big week, guys. And I have no doubt that you're going to deliver. And anyone who wants to check out what the team picks, check out the preview video on Thursday. So let's start off with, unfortunately, the Man United Fulham. So this bet was worth 270 quid. Look how close we are. Look how close we are. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Middies went for Ross County and Partick Thistle and they fucking delivered. And again, yeah, Gary with that Liverpool, and then Coventry, QPR. If you think Inter Milan beating Torino 5-0 is emphatic, Chris's Coventry blew QPR away. What was it? 7-1. That is betting with conviction. That is, and the odds 1.55. Even the bookies thought it was going to at least have a little bit of kind of fight in it, but no. What were they like? I think they were 5-0 down, 6-0 down by half time. Got absolutely rolled over. And then, yeah, again, this one is my beautiful bet. Hoffenheim, Leverkusen double chance. Dan, again, big Bundesliga. You know, there's always goals. Honestly, if you're looking for 2.5s, both teams to score, look no further than the Bundesliga. Do yourself a favour. Stay away from the likes of Serie A and La Liga. I mean, Premier League is a bit hit and miss. Sometimes there's goals galore. Sometimes it's stale 1-0s. And then Jim capped it off with a lovely Lyon routine 1.4, a professional dispatch. I think that was like 4-0 or something. And then Erling Haaland sent, you know, at 1.61, it really wasn't that bad of a bet. I think, you know, it was a few inches away from a header, at least clipping the bar and going in. But other than that, he never looked convincing, and I certainly will be swerving Haaland. I say that, and I guarantee next match he's going to score a hat-trick. Mike and the rest of the team are going to be absolutely livid. But that's, yeah, that's just how it goes sometimes. What does that look like for the eightfolds? I'm not going to show you the other bets because they just died. I'll show you the eightfold that included the two other bets by Haaland, and you can see here, look at that. A lovely 8. That was going to be another 220 quid, I think. Just seeing all those wins and then just that lonely loss is so sad. And then again, for the other one, look at that. This was for about 260 quid. It looks so good, so beautiful. And then you can just see that one result of Man United. Absolute disgrace. I mean, Man United, you really don't know what you're going to get with them. But again, when does Bruno Fernandes fucking miss a pen? And when does he sky them? Never. I don't care what he says about the referee. He could have repositioned. It was a baby. What a baby, as Roy Keane would say. And then this is what the other eightfold looked like, if anyone was interested. Now, to have 6 incorrect and 2 right, you might be thinking, well, that's a disaster. No, we still won 2 fourfolds. People are we're gonna get around about 5 wrong, at least 5 wrong every week, and you want them all to be going on the same fucking bet, you know, and that's the perfect way to have it. So I have no shame in that there. If anything, good. I'm glad that they were all clumped together and fucking shite. But yeah, we're up. We've got money on the board. We've kicked off. We're just getting started, warmed up. Yeah, look out for the next video where we'll go through what to put your money on this weekend. But anyway, thanks for your time. Bye.